What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Tactical Santa here with 30 Spray J and Isaac Yankum DD Sasquatch. What's happening, fellas? How was your week and how are we doing?
My weekend was fantastic. Finally got to do a show here in South Jersey. About to drop a couple new cents here in the upcoming weeks. Things are looking amazing right now. Happy.
Right.
What's going
What
on
about
with you,
you, Jay?
Oh, I had a few days off, but I had to work yesterday and today. So everything's running smoothly. Hopefully I hit all my numbers for the end of the month. I've been doing really good. My team's been doing really good. So trying to stay in the positive atmosphere and making sure everything gets done.
What's up, Renee? Well, I'll tell you what, fellas. I had a good weekend. I started my new job last week. The store's not ready. We're trying to get it up and ready. It actually opens up this Thursday. So still a lot more work, a lot more learning about product and getting things done. So hopefully everything goes smooth. But yesterday I had a day off, and guess where I ended up at?
The gun range, right?
The gun range.
I did. I went there. I went to go shoot. They were two guys short. The owner looked at me. I'm like, "You want me to punch in?" He's like, "Can you?" So I'm like, "Yeah." So I worked there. But today I got to go to the mall. I had to shop for some new shoes for work and get some other little things done. But so far, it's been an awesome weekend. So glad to see that you guys had a good weekend. And Jay, what an awesome Suplex Syndicate thing that you made right there. Halloween
you like
and all that.
Love that.
Very nice.
It only took me 3 hours, but we're getting there. Me and the AI, we're still learning each other.
You're becoming one.
I just want to know why does Jay kind of look like Ricochet a little bit?
I knew it. I knew no matter what I did, you were gonna have something to say about.
The top of my head is just non-existent, but yours,
Shots fired.
No. I'm saying it's a good thing. It's a good thing. There's no shots fired. Not right now.
I said don't give him such a big forehead, and it just cuts you off.
Big forehead. That just comes with the whole territory. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, all right, fellas. What do you say we get down and dirty? Let's start with Raw.
Yeah, Raw was interesting. It ended absolutely terrible, but let's go through it. We started out with a basically like every Raw does, where you have the whole
15 minutes,
basically 15 minutes of blah blah blah, setting up what was going to happen with the night. And so when that happened, was it Adam Pearce, the GM, right?
Yeah.
Had Paul Heyman and the Vision come out because they have the title right now to relinquish the title from Seth Rollins since he's hurt.
Who was holding it though?
Yeah, he's holding it. Braun has it. Braun's holding it, and he didn't want to give it up, and he made Adam Pearce basically grovel and beg to get the title back, and you can tell Adam's like, I'm not doing that crap. I'm not doing this. And he's just had enough of Braun, both of Braun's actually. And he ends up getting the title back. Since CM Punk already won last week, the number one contenders, they set up a battle royal for who's going to go up against CM Punk at the end of the night, which we'll get to in a little bit. The next big match on the card was, hey, you know what? Dom won again with a going into the next match. Dominic Mysterio won against Rusev, but with help with Penta, which is going to lead into now your three-way match between Rusev, Penta, and Dom for the title.
Right.
And I have a feeling Penta's going to win the title.
Right.
Pause. Dude, you can't help but root for Dominic Mysterio anymore.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't help but root for him. Like, I remember back in the day, like, you had to learn to like Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing with Dominic. I love that they play off of the looks and everything. Like, there's old generation, there's new generation.
Yep.
I am curious to see how it's going to all turn into babyface Dom. I mean, like, technically he's a babyface, but he's still heel.
Oh, he still lies, cheats, and steals. He is doing what Eddie Guerrero did. He's a face, but he's doing bad guy stuff at the same time.
Right.
and getting away with it, which is great,
Right.
But yeah, so at one point, was it Dom pushes Miro in when they're outside the ring into Penta, who appeared out of nowhere to stop Dom from running away. So that I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do in this match. I think it's probably gonna be at Saturday night's main event that's coming up.
Probably. Yeah.
So Dom still retains the title, which is good for him. Like he's doing as much as he possibly can with it, which I really really like. And then there was a female match. Dupree
Right.
beat Becky Lynch on a count out because Becky was showboating outside of the ring. And to be honest with you, nobody cared.
Right.
I just glossing over it because nobody really cared that much.
The only thing I can say about Becky Lynch is I like how she confronted Paul Heyman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then they had a backstage promo where basically Becky is in Paul Heyman's ear saying, "Hey, I'm about to kill you." Because my husband didn't like you, didn't trust you. I don't trust you. I'm about to kill you. And you can see Paul Heyman's like face of, I'm about to die. So
you got to give it up to Paul Heyman. That man, if there was ever awards for acting in wrestling, that man deserves an Oscar for everything he's done throughout the years, and still does, and helps the backstage and helps all the upcoming and everything.
Absolutely.
Like he used to be such a bad guy for ECW, but there's so many great stories about Paul Heyman paying wrestlers when they were injured. Telling wrestlers, go if WWE calls, go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Paul Heyman, like right now, can't really do anything wrong.
Right.
He is. I would love to see him actually if he had a different federation and just do that and see where that would go, because that would actually be kind of cool to see what he would come up with. Not so much ECW wise, but the whole like juggernaut, like what they're running now.
Right.
So you had that. Then going on to, there was only 3 matches on the card tonight. So you had that. Then you had the Battle Royal. Let's talk about the Battle Royal.
Hold on. You had the tag team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's right.
I even have it wrote. I have it wrote down right there. Yeah. We have new tag team champions in a really really good match. It was AJ Styles and Dragon Lee beating the Judgment Day, which is kind of crazy. That combination of those two, the work, and because they're both solid workers, and it's just go ahead, Jeff.
I think that they play off of AJ Styles and his New Japan, links and everything, which is great. And Dragon Lee, of course, I would love to see him and Penta do it.
Oh yeah,
I want to I want that to happen. But Judgment Day only had one defense. The 100 and some days they held these belts. Yeah. So
that's like that with most titles anymore outside of that.
I feel like
the North American title or whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like they've really diminished the tag team titles. Even the Wyatts, we'll get to that later as well. But I mean, now that JD and Finn don't have the belts, I would love single pushes from both of them. JD is a worker. I'm not, that man had a punctured lung and finished a 20-minute match.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then when Finn went back to NXT a couple weeks ago, they brought back that old theme, and that got over too. So you can see that coming back. Like that would be amazing if that Finn Balor would come back. I don't know if that Finn Balor is too far gone to come back, but that would be really really amazing. So,
I hope it's the end of the Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, like
goodbye, done, done.
Yeah, the only storyline that's left in that. Which, by the way, when they came out just recently, was it just me or did you see Carlito in the back?
I don't know. I have to go back.
Yeah, like I thought I was tripping, but I thought I saw Carlito and like them come out from the backstage. I'm like, have you? But I might be tripping. I might have saw something old. I don't know.
I thought
But yeah, the only other storyline that they had with Judgment Day is when Liv comes back. It comes back,
Right.
and whenever that
I
is.
think once that happens, that's going to be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
They got to finish it all. She's going to say, "Oh, everyone backstabbed me. Everyone didn't listen." They're going to push a good face with her, and kind of demolish everything. The sad part is everyone wants Demon Balor, which I do too.
Yeah,
but I'm okay with Prince Balor.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't respect anybody whose real first name is Fergal, but that's just my personal opinion. But now
I just don't think that his. I know he respects the storyline and the fans and everything, but he hates putting on all the paint.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Like no matter
Don't
what.
come up with something so fucking amazing and then hate it.
Kiss did it for 20 years. Suck it up, Buttercup.
But the difference with Kiss is it's only here. It's not here.
Yeah,
big deal.
Yeah,
Suck it up, Buttercup. They wore costumes that weighed like 25 pounds and on 7-inch platform heels. He can put some paint on his body. It's all airbrushed now anyway. And go do it.
Santa's got a point.
This is true, but at the same time, when was the last time you saw Gene Simmons jump off the top rope to do a coup de grace?
But the paint doesn't have anything to do with that, though.
Yeah, just saying.
But I would say this though is even if he does Prince Valor, bring the Demon out at least more often.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to be the Demon all the time, but bring it out. People like to see it. Bring it out, because if you make it to where it's special occasion type thing, people will still dig it. You know what I mean?
But also make it. They killed off the Demon streak of winning. Yeah, they killed off the Fiend streak of winning. Make it to when he's the Demon, he ain't able to be beaten. When they brought Roman Reigns versus the Demon, I said they're going to destroy the Demon now. And they did.
Well, the problem is if you make it to where the Demon never loses, then you make it too predictable.
True. I don't even know, where's the puppet? That's what I want to know. Where's the puppet
going?
Dude, like, dirty man.
Okay. But let's talk about that poop train that is known as the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
You've had all your big stars in it. You had both Usos. You had LA Knight in it. And
I was actually kind of surprised because when Pierce said the Bronze can't be in the Battle Royal, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this is perfect for Brock Lesnar to come in and just wreck everybody, right?
Oh,
boom, right? Because I'm like, okay,
love that.
Those two are out. Those two are out, right?
Yeah, loved it.
Boom. Let me back up to talk about what Dino was talking about. There was a little promo where Paul Heyman comes to Adam Pearce's office and was trying to get the Vision into the Battle Royal. And since he basically made Adam Pearce grovel at the beginning of the show, he told him, no, you're not in it.
Right.
So with that being said, they started out, and it would have made complete sense for Brock Lesnar to come in. But you know what? Brock Lesnar was not there.
Right.
So
a missed opportunity.
When you think about it, Brock Lesnar comes when Brock Lesnar wants to come. Pause.
Sure, but think about this though. It would have been perfect timing. He could have went in there, destroyed everybody,
and went home.
Faced off against CM Punk for the belt, and destroyed CM Punk, sent him on his way, and then just run over everybody.
True. Why do you think that there's 97 dislikes for what we're just about to talk about?
Oh yeah. So going on, Jimmy actually saved Jay a couple times from going over the top,
right?
Which is kind of crazy, but yet Jay didn't really save his brother that much,
right?
If at all. So you're starting to see that tension build even more, and the Usos are I have a feeling shortly we'll be parting ways, and they will not be
again.
again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because kind of it was kind of like Roman got into Jay's ear, saying,
Right.
"Hey, you're better than your brother. Why are you still hanging around with him?" Without saying all that, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So, with that being said, oh, go ahead.
Time out, real quick. I don't know about you two, but I think Jimmy deserves a title run himself.
Yeah, at least a
Yeah.
mid card title.
Yeah.
At
I
least
mean,
a big card
Right.
title.
Right.
I mean, like give him like you can't give him the IC title because they just put it on Dragunov.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
the North American title, maybe.
Something. I mean, Jimmy's put in the work. Jimmy gets beat up. Jimmy gets kicked out. Jimmy leaves the bloodline. Jimmy was the first to leave the bloodline.
Right.
And they just, I get that Jay has the crowd, but I mean, Jimmy, I mean,
Jimmy is the worker of the two, and Jay's work's not nearly as good as Jimmy's, but Jimmy just doesn't get the push. The thing was like when they started pushing, I guess really pushing Jay, Jimmy got arrested, and
Yeah.
that what kind of
true,
even though they've both been arrested multiple times,
true.
that kind of really set him back a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
I say that with give it a good year of no problems or two. I say they do something with Jimmy because the Usos are going to be around.
yeah,
Right.
And you got Naomi's going to be coming back, so that still leaves Jimmy in there. As long as Roman's there, the Usos will be there.
Yep.
But
so
I think what they're, and we'll talk about predictions later, but I think they're going to try to give them another brother versus brother match because that last one was so.
yeah, and you can see that that's what they're leading up to by just
Right.
the tension alone.
Right.
And then the winner, everybody thought and everybody was hoping it was going to be LA Knight. And that was like the way that match set up. It looked like he was going to win it, and then he gets eliminated, and it just nobody wants to see a Punk and Jay match. Nobody.
Right.
Like it just. I want to know who the hell did LA Knight piss off in the backstage, so he doesn't get a push at all. Like 6 months ago,
Well,
he was a super hot star.
at
Nothing.
least he's got his free Slim Jim car, and he gets Slim Jims.
Yeah.
I think what it is how it's almost like he's only got one gimmick. He's got the crowd, he's got the and he got the Slim Jim commercials. So he's got a little bit on the side. But just like Austin, it took Stone Cold winning the Royal Rumble or twice, to really get that big push.
Yep.
I think the problem is people see him as such a clone of Stone Cold and Rock put together.
Yeah.
Well,
And
give me something else. And don't give me a heel. Don't give me a heel, but give me something else. Build this character up. He can only play off of what the creators or the writers are writing him.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying is I think they made a mistake of making him like a cross between, Stone Cold and The Rock. I think they made a mistake with that because people are like, you can't really clone those two iconic ones. This should have been something completely different, So
but there was one point in the match that actually had me laughing a lot.
Right.
The Bronze did come out and caused an interference while the referees are trying to get them backstage. Dom Mysterio gets thrown out and then comes back in because none of the refs saw it, so it never happened.
Right.
And then he ends up doing a little bit of a damage inside the ring. That had me laughing.
I saw that happen, and I was like, I had to rewind it because I was like, did he go through the second rope? Why is he still in there?
Right.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Then the announcer say, the refs didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
They missed an opportunity. They should have had Braun Breaker in the Battle Royal, so he could have done a promo of Steiner math on people's percentages of winning the thing.
You know what? I'm getting sick of standard math. He's used it like 3 or 4 times. How many times can you use standard math? You know what I mean?
Well, I think Steiner math is infinite. I think you can use it all
It
the time.
is, but it was
Infinite.
funny when his uncle did it,
Right.
and I'm like, it's just if you're gonna keep using it, I mean,
I think that he has paved his own way without
Yeah.
Steinerness, that they're not really pushing that.
Right.
But the fact that they're slipping it in so
Right.
much, I'm like, either do it or don't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
And
right.
you keep you call them, and everyone calls them the Bronze. I hate the fact that you like the Bronze. What is this? Some steroided Super Marios? Like, are they going to be tag team champions? Is someone going to take the title? Who's going to be the leader? The long storytelling is taking too much, and I want the finale already. Like,
yeah, you know what's gonna happen is Breaker's gonna turn on Reed. That's gonna lead into a feud.
But that feud is still weak.
But you know what? What might actually happen is, and I hate to say it, Jay's gonna win again. Then that's going to lead into the Braun versus Jay. Jay's going to get destroyed, and at one point, Bronson Reed is going to turn it on Braun.
But see, the problem is, we still have that variable that we don't know, Brock Lesnar, because he is still part. Like, he is in the. I'm guaranteeing you, he is fitting into that faction somewhere. Because they can't drop the seeds of him and Paul Heyman being buddy without him showing up soon again.
They already said, and I agree with them, that it's too soon for Braun Breaker to be champion. They have it in their mind where it's going to be. I say by next year, sure.
Well,
maybe
I'll tell you what. Whoever wins this Saturday night, because it's the Saturday night main event where they're going to have the thing, Brock Lesnar's coming out at the end. He's going to massacre somebody.
Probably. Where is it? Do you guys happen to know?
I can't remember.
Okay, Saturday night main event. So I'm confused because all I think about when Saturday night main event is December and John Cena, which is in DC.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't actually. The next one that we are talking about is actually War Games. Everyone's talking about Saturday night.
Saturday night. This coming Saturday night.
So there's
Saturday night's main event.
There's 2 Saturday night main events.
There's always they've had 3 of them so far this year, or 2 of them so far.
See, I don't even know why I podcast about wrestling because I don't know shit. My bad.
But yeah, they have it. So this Saturday night is Saturday night's main event.
I'm sorry, I'm looking it up now.
And War Games isn't War Games.
It's Survivor Series.
War Games is an NXT event.
No.
Yeah.
No, Survivor Series War Games is a main roster event.
War Games, I believe, yes, but it's not this month because that's right. Halloween Havoc is an NXT one because it was a WCW. They just had that,
and that just happened.
Yeah,
that one just happened.
Yeah, this Saturday is going to be Saturday night's main event. Yeah, that's the pay-per-view. That's not a pay-per-view.
Yeah, this Saturday night's main event is going to take place in Utah.
So Brock will be there.
Yeah. So, but with that, going back to the Halloween Havoc, if you guys wanted to talk about that show was crazy.
Yeah.
Let's go through SmackDown first, and then we'll circle back.
All right. Yes. Saturday, November 1st at 8 p.m.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So Jay won the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
And threw his brother over the rope, which caused that havoc.
Yeah,
and that's where Raw ended with Jay basically being the bad guy.
Yep. Jay in the ring, and Jimmy's outside the ring freaking out on him. Like, hey, how can you do this? I saved you, and like legitimately had legit beef with him, like because he screwed over his brother, but.
Right.
It is what it is,
Right. All right. Moving on to SmackDown.
Sure.
Alrighty. Well, first off, what was your grade of Raw, guys? What did you grade Raw?
C plus.
Ooh, C plus.
C plus.
I
Yeah,
give it a B minus.
C plus.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I'm right there with you, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, it sucks because the injury of Seth Rollins. Everyone keeps trying to say, "Oh, it's fake." No, it's
Oh,
not fake. He
this
vacated the
one's not.
title. The last
Right.
one, he didn't vacate nothing. He didn't have nothing vacate. But if he was
Right.
really hurt the last time, he would have vacated the Money in the Bank. That's happened before throughout the years.
yeah, like with the only reason why I got a C plus, the Battle Royal was garbage.
Garbage.
The Dom Mysterio match was really the only saving grace. Even
Right.
though AJ Styles, I wish they would have did an AJ Styles actual regular title and not the tag team titles.
Right.
I wish they would have did that his last year. That would have been even better. But,
Right.
you know, we shall see what they do with him. But yeah, a C
Right.
plus.
Alrighty. Moving on. SmackDown, guys.
Alrighty, so what was the date on that? Okay, so the 24th. So it started out with the show began with a confrontation involving Cody Rhodes and
Right.
Drew McIntyre,
Right.
which led to a brawl between McIntyre and Jimmy Uso. This is how I love how they're still keeping Jimmy Uso involved in some main event topics.
Right.
But backstage, it was announced by Nick Aldis that Jimmy Uso would face McIntyre in a no DQ match.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So the one thing, and we were talking about the Adam Pearce GM of Raw, and now we're talking about Nick Aldis. Do you ever notice how one GM is like a no holds, not taking no shit GM, and the other one
Right.
kind of gets dogged a lot?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because Adam or Nick Aldis had somewhat of a wrestling
Right.
career.
Right.
Didn't Adam Pearce have something?
Yeah, he was a wrestler at one point.
Right.
But I don't know. Aldis held some titles, so maybe that's why there's a little bit more.
I think Aldis has the look though too. If you look at
He
him,
does.
he still looks like a pretty stout dude. I mean, he's
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
built up, and I think the thing they do about him too is I think they his look is a little bit better than Adam Pearce's. I mean, when you look at them, how he's built and how he's wearing the suits and how he's looking, he looks like that guy that you just don't want to mess around with because he's not going to be afraid to slap you down. He don't care, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just breaking it down real quick, tag team matches. Hey, thanks, Finest. Appreciate that, brother. Tag team matches: Tama Tonga and JC Mento, whatever.
Mateo.
I'm sorry, Samoan Rhino defeated.
Timu Wish version of Rhino.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Ray Phoenix and Shinsuke
Nakamura.
Right.
What, words there, bud?
I'm sorry, dude. I eat Chinese. I don't speak it.
You know he's Japanese, right? Wow.
See, look. If I'm gonna go viral for anything, it's gonna be that stupid comment that I just did.
Yeah, oh, speaking of the MFTs, did you guys see that they had to change their face paint?
Makeup. Yeah.
They were looking like giant pandas.
Yeah. They changed them. Yeah.
Especially JC. And
he did look like a little panda though with that makeup.
He did.
Well, now he looks like he's one of the misfits of Danzig and the Misfits. The way he did it now, he kind of looks like,
I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it definitely, I think, looks better than what it did. So yeah.
We did have a match with Tiffany Stratton and James. Before the match, there was some backstage words and hype from Stratton and their entourages.
Right.
What you didn't notice, if you didn't catch it, because I caught it, of course. And then there's Sasquatch with a beanie covering that forehead. If you didn't catch it backstage, Nikki Cross was in the shadows behind the United States champion, which I think is Green. Is it Green now?
Chelsea, no. It's
I'm
not
not looking
Chelsea.
up.
I don't think it's
I
Chelsea
don't. I'm
Green.
not for
I
sure.
can't remember. Right.
But nonetheless, that was the only thing that we're going to get from my boys this week. But so then Tiffany Stratton defeated kind of James after the match. What's her name? Attacked Stratton.
What is it?
Julia.
Julia.
Spell Julia with a J. Jesus.
Julia. Yeah.
You got all the easy words. Hip hop anonymous. You got all the easy ones. Okay, Sasquatch, stop looking at me like that.
Hey, I'm not looking at you. I'm trying to see who's the champ right now.
So then Dino's girl, Jade Cargill, made a surprise heel turn.
Right.
Right.
So but let's talk about that though. She comes in, and she saves Tiffany, right? And she saves her and she helps her up, right? So you're like, but the one thing you do is you look at the look, you look at how she's dressed, and you look at the hair, and you're like, this is different, right?
Right.
Gets her, and boom, does the heel turn. And I'll tell you what, right here, fellas, right there, right?
Woo! Look at her.
Right. I got to tell you what, as Jay would like to say, I'm here for it. Because
I'm here for it.
Finally, they're going to let her be the villain. She's not going to have to worry about the crowd. She's going to go in and do what she did in AEW. And there's only one thing that could make this better. And you want to know what that would be?
What's that?
Lining her up with Paul Heyman making her part. Because Paul Heyman, think about this. You could take Jade and turn her into something like Brock Lesnar was, right? You could turn her into a female Brock Lesnar. Let him guide her and let her crush people. That would be fantastic.
Smartest thing you've said since Thursday night.
Just saying.
I'm here for it as well. You know, she went from the longest reigning AEW women's champion,
right?
Make her the longest reigning WWE women's champion. We need a Roman Reigns in the female version. So this is it right here.
Yeah.
So something that's kind of actually coming to, if you think about this, we always talk about WWE and their long storytelling, right? So if you look at Jade in AEW, she had no problems with ring movement in the ring. Okay, she had none. And you have to wonder if this has all been a long storytelling where making her look green as a good guy, boom, boom, boom. Because you ever notice the past couple of weeks in these big matches, all of a sudden she went from being awkward and being clumsy to spot on and hit moves like that. I mean,
maybe it's finally starting to kick in and she's maybe finally starting to get it.
Well, either that or they've been having her hold back and sandbag, because now her villainous moveset, if she goes like she did AEW, will be different.
Oh yeah.
She's, you know what I mean? So maybe this has all been part of a long storytelling with her. I don't know, but here's where we're going to find out. Next week when she wrestles, if she is on point 100% and just hitting everything, there's no way you can go from being clumsy and awkward a month ago to being top notch. There's just no way. So I don't know if they've been having her sandbag, but it's going to be really cool to see what happens with her.
I say by WrestleMania, Sasquatch will be just as big as a Cargill fan as we are.
It's okay. We all can't like to say. I mean, this guy likes CM Punk.
I know.
You know?
I mean, my girl is still in the title hunt, so I'm fine.
Here we go.
Yeah.
So
I got my powerhouse. I'm good.
Let's talk about comebacks. Right. Let's talk about coming back from injury and just going full throttle. We had a United States Open Challenge with the guy that we really couldn't stand, with Sami Zayn, and then he lost that. So they're keeping it going with the Open Challenge with Dragunov, and Aleister Black was the one to call. Now I'm here for it. Give me an Aleister Black. He just came off of a big win off of Damian Priest.
I'm here for Aleister Black. The only thing that it's kind of funny how they couldn't keep Karrion Kross and Scarlett, but now they've carbon copied it with Aleister Black and Zelina.
I
And to me,
mean,
it's just kind of like, why didn't you just go ahead with this with Karrion Kross and Scarlett?
you know what's great about Karrion Kross and Scarlett is, I follow them on the indie train now
Right.
because that's what I got to do. But they're really shutting down AEW rumors and everything because they really want to be with WWE. So I would say if they don't do it by Rumble,
Right.
then WWE, I say it now, you're dumb if you don't bring Karrion Kross and Scarlett back
Right.
this year.
Right.
I get they didn't want to do it in the few weeks span like they did with R-Truth
Right.
because everyone was expecting it.
But here's what I don't understand about WWE. You already had them in there. If you were going to set something up like this, I mean, Karrion Kross could have had this same thing with Damian
No.
Priest, right?
Well,
I mean, it's the same. It is the exact same setup.
the thing
Why
about
didn't you
it
just run
is
with it?
they gave him, I'll say it now, they gave him a shitty deal and said,
Right.
sign or don't sign. And Cross was smarter than the
Right.
average person in saying, no, you're not just getting me. Either I come with my wife or you don't get me at all.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Initially, now they have Aleister Black and they have Zelina. You had that with Karrion Kross and Scarlett. So why go through all this when you could have just set it up and let it run?
Okay. This isn't a prediction. It may be a spoiler, but eventually I say it's going to be Aleister Black and Vega, and then they're going to run. They're going to have a good streak, and then they're going to bring back Cross and Scarlett and be able to really utilize Scarlett as a wrestler and not just her great entrance that she gives Cross.
Right.
So, but with that match, Aleister Black and Dragunov, Aleister Black kind of got distracted by the 2025 burn victim of Kane, aka Damian Priest.
Right. Oh, that girl looked nasty, by the way.
I love the special effect makeup that they use.
Right.
I mean, if it's a real burn, I mean, kudos to you. I mean, how much did you get paid for getting burned in the eye? But I do love that little special effects that they use. Like, they're not overdoing it and trying to like portray Undertaker and all that stuff, but they're doing enough of it. It almost reminds me of back in the day when Austin had the rattlesnake with Triple H on the cheek.
Yep.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%. 100%.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
Yep.
Even if, I get that, what was it? The Testament? What was Cross's?
That was it.
Yeah. Now, what if you got two badass dark villains and then you got two badass dark villain women and create that faction? If you kept Judgment Day alive or whatever, it seems to me like they're breaking the factions apart, though.
Right.
I mean, because the faction only has, unless you're talking about, like, let's say the Horsemen, has a shelf life, to be honest with you. For the last 20 years, they've had a shelf life.
Sure.
Right.
And once you hit that shelf life, somebody thinks they're bigger than the faction, and then that's when it breaks.
Right.
AKA with the Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, and then it just went to hell.
Right.
Well, look how long you had the Bloodline, but B, I want to say Evolution did take a minute to finally disappear. But what WWE doesn't have that Aleister Black had in AEW, and the only thing that AEW really had was House of Black. I loved House of Black over at AEW.
Yeah.
Right.
So after that, though, after the championship and Aleister Black, which that's not done and over with.
Yeah.
I say sooner or later Black's gonna have a title. If not, it's gonna be out. He finally gets a title, and then it's gonna be him and Priest again. I don't think that this is over yet.
No.
The main event, no DQ. Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso.
This kind of goes what we were talking about earlier. Jim can work.
He works.
Jim's a worker.
Yep.
He had a fantastic match with Drew.
And you know what I like about Drew so much? Drew is like the number one shit talker out there. He trolls everybody from CM Punk's, him with the tombstone saying CM Punk's title run 2024 to 2024. He got on Twitter and he tweeted towards Naomi saying, "Hey, I hope your kid's not a little bitch like your husband is."
Bro.
Wow.
Bro. And you know what's funny about that is, like, we all live our life by social media. So, there's drama in Facebook and everything.
Right.
And a lot of real life fights happen because of social media fights.
Right.
The fact that was said, man, if that was said to me.
And then Naomi tweeted back, "When what if my kid's a daughter? She grows up 20 years from now. She's gonna pull your old ass out of the nursing home so I can beat you up." I'm like, wow.
Right.
I love it.
Oh, it's so great.
I love it.
I think the cool thing is, I mean, if you look at it, it's all character work, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of it's funny because you're like, it's character work. It's not real, but it's funny how they just slip things in like this,
Exactly.
They do it on, they're trying to stay with the generation.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I'm just glad they haven't utilized the whole viral 6'7" meme.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The minute that happens is the minute I will not be on the show for that week.
Well,
and going
forward. I mean, think about it, Squash. When we were growing up, we were suck it.
Yep.
Suck it.
But
that's what this is. This is our payback.
At least ours was somewhat original. Life. You know what I mean?
For life. For life.
That was cheesy as hell. But at least ours was somewhat original. That
okay. So, who does Jimmy put in work and win some stuff? No, he gets his ass handed to him. Drew McIntyre beats Jimmy Uso.
Right.
After the match, though, is what the talk is. The talk.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes go at it.
Right.
And Drew McIntyre proceeds to whoop Cody Rhodes' ass this week.
Right. Yep. So let me ask a question. Are we about to see a Cody Rhodes heel turn soon?
You know what? I'm making my prediction now. Cody is the one that took
Saturday
out Jacob Fatu.
I think so too.
I hope so, because then it really puts Jacob Fatu into main event. Because I'm sorry, Jacob Fatu is not a United States champion. He's not a tag team champion.
Yeah. Right.
He's straight. He's done what it took Jay Uso 10 years to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, they really need to push him.
And I want to see storyline with Jacob and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I want to see. I'm here for all that.
Right.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it to happen where he's blaming him, and then, Cody Rhodes comes out and he's like, I did it for
The Rock.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, as much as they swept it under the rug, sooner or later, I think that we are going to have a Cody Rhodes versus Rock or a John Cena versus Rock.
Not enough time to do the John Cena.
Not enough time. Look,
he's Rock. Rock cannot get into shape that he needs to be in that ring. He's listen. If he hopped in the ring in another month, he's going to look so anemic. You'd be like,
this is last week.
It only takes 3 weeks for that TRT to kick in, buddy.
But still,
you're not going to put on 50 pounds of muscle, maybe eight pounds. He's going to look anemic, dude. Trust me.
Sasquatch does it.
Not going to.
He could
He's
do it.
not going to.
Yeah,
Not
but I
going
also
to.
live trees out the ground in the forest.
Right. Right. But
My boy.
I could see
Boy.
I could see next year something with Cody and The Rock. But as far as John Cena, it's there's not enough time for Rock to get that look.
All right.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Halloween Havoc.
Absolutely.
Sure.
There was I'm sorry, we weren't going to talk about this tonight, so I have to.
I got it.
Oh, you got it.
I got it. If you don't,
Oh yeah, go ahead. I know there was 3 massive title changes at Halloween Havoc, and 2 of them nobody saw coming.
so Megan Morant and Jim Roberts introduced a special event from a studio set, which the studio set was pretty badass from what they set up.
Yep.
It reminded me of old WCW days. I don't care how much they try to push off and just think it's some kind of piss event. They really do put out some pretty good events as far as this goes.
Did they? Because I only saw the highlights, so I didn't actually watch it.
Right.
Did they have the giant wheel like WCW used to have, where you spin it and you would figure out what match you were having?
No, they have not brought that back. You know,
No.
like I said, they like to use what they own and not try to like utilize what everybody loved from back in the day.
Okay.
So, tag match: Javon Evans and Leon Slater defeated Mr. Iguana and La Parka.
Yeah.
No, it's not La Parka. La Parka died like 20 years ago. It's L.A. Parka. There's a difference.
Yep.
La Parka is the chairman of the board. Put some respect on the man's name, right?
They introduced him as Law. I'm only going by what they did. Can I continue? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. La Parka is close to my heart.
But he did have a decent intro. He did the dance. The fact is that WWE doesn't use any like mainstream music anymore, and La Parka came out to Thriller. So come on, dude. I mean, spend the money. If you're gonna put the guy in the suit and use the name, come out with Thriller.
I mean, yeah, they might have got the actually L.A. Parka, the indie wrestler that's out there now to do it.
Yeah.
I know
so there was a North American Championship match. Ethan Page defeated El Hijo de Dr. Wrangler Jr.
Yeah. And
that is a mouthful.
Yeah, and there was some controversy with that one where Ethan Page tore off the top part of his mask. I don't know if he, to be honest with you, I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but you saw the top part of his face.
I think so because, okay, look, he had the same outfit as Rey Mysterio back in WCW, and that happened to Rey Mysterio. There was some mask tearage. Right. So I think they were kind of paying homage to it.
Maybe.
It's not really showing his face. But then after that, the NXT Women's North American Championship, Blake Monroe defeated Zara to win the title.
Yep, that was one of them that nobody saw coming.
Didn't see it coming.
No.
Right. Well, honestly, I'm going to say I kind of did because they're pushing Blake Monroe so much.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to capitalize on her look and her actions like Toni Storm. So I figured that was coming. Yep.
It was a great match. You know what? What's surprising is they really need to push NXT on a more mainstream factor because these pay-per-views, these are the up-and-comers that are going to be the next 10 years, the next 20 years. Right. And they're really putting off some matches.
Right.
NXT's Women's Championship, Tatum Paxley defeated JC Jane to become the new champion.
Yep.
That I knew was coming. There was shots here and there during the main event.
Mm-hmm.
The one that really stole the show for me though is NXT Tag Team Championship Broken Rules match. Dark State
Yeah.
versus the Broken Hardys.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to break this down real quick before I get into the match. The Hardys have held every title in every wrestling organization now.
Yep.
So to really think that, are they going to come out on top because they hold so many belts? On top of that, the entrance that they had really brought back some nostalgia, hence why I'm wearing the Let Me In. Jeff Hardy with his
That's
bad. Because I said Let Me In.
Yeah.
No, I'm giving him a pass on this one because he's actually talking about what the face paint on Jeff.
Thank you, Forehead. Thank you.
Forget you, man. Forget you. Little beard. Don't start with me, man. Don't start with me.
So the Broken Hardys and Jeff Hardy's amazing face paint that he always does something unique.
Yep.
He did a tribute to the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Yep.
The fact that he came out to that was just beautiful because Matt Hardy had a tag team storyline with Bray Wyatt for so long as well.
Mm-hmm.
They did similar things, although the Fiend never did actually wrestle with Matt Hardy, but you got the point, you got the picture. Now, you knew this match was going to be extreme and broken, obviously, but who was going to win? My call was the Hardys.
Right.
What happened is they finally gave the push to Dark State, and the Hardys lost the NXT champions. Does that make it a little bit weaker? They just won them. Now they're losing them? No.
They're passing. They did what they're supposed to do. They're passing the torch to a younger guys because they can't keep going on.
They can't.
So,
So honestly, they succeeded on all the title reigns that they held. Right. Now that gives them a good push to come back to the main event of WWE, have one more good reign of maybe titles before they retire.
Right.
Because Jeff Hardy, what is he, like 56, still jumping over ladders and missing on tables?
Yeah.
Seeing
him and seeing his brother not being able to move, it's like watching Patrick Ewing on the Seattle Supersonics. You know what I mean?
Right.
The thing about it though is, you got to get up for Jeff Hardy for staying sober and really still doing what he loves.
Yeah.
And, you expect that man to not pop a pill after falling through 4 tables.
Yeah.
Right.
You expect that man to not take a drink of beer after jumping off a 16-foot ladder. Yeah. Give the respect that man deserves because he has climbed through the mud to be where he is now and still giving us such spectacular matches.
Right. Mm-hmm. I only have one thing I want to talk about AEW. I mean, not AEW, but TNA. Was it TNA or AEW? Was on AEW. I mean, did you see Olympia this past week?
No,
I didn't.
She is a female wrestler from Mexico. She got a mask. She is almost like Jordan Grace, but I think she's bigger. And she completely destroyed Taya Valkyrie.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
And this girl, this woman is no joke.
Oh, that's crazy!
No joke.
I'll definitely check her out. Yeah, I missed basically everything that's happening in AEW.
Yeah, she is no joke. The other thing is, I think when is it? I think they had the paper whenever they do their pay-per-view. But the big thing is Chris Statlander against Monet.
Yeah.
I hope Chris Statlander wins because if they let Monet get this championship,
it's gonna be bad.
It's that'll be 12 titles she has.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's writing on the wall though. You know, she's gonna somehow win. So,
let me create a new quote. I'm not here for that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. There's three. If you look at Chris Statlander, you look at Megan Bain, and this new girl Olympia. If those three came to WWE,
Yeah.
you want to talk about three powerhouse women that could really
Yep.
do some stuff. Man, it would be crazy with those
Exactly.
women in WWE.
Exactly. So
Yep.
yeah, it's a sad state when we the only time we talk about AEW is to talk about the women's division because their men's division is god awful and we don't want to
Right.
bring in
Like we've said, the women's division in AEW is fantastic. It
absolutely
is
100%.
fantastic. Yeah.
I have a point for AEW too.
Mhm.
Darby Allin
Yeah.
and everything that he does for AEW,
Yeah.
you can't say that man does not. He is what
Sting. He's what Sting was in WCW.
he's what Sting was for WCW,
Yeah.
and he is what Karrion Kross should be for WWE.
Should. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Right.
and like I said it last week, we're never going to see Darby Allin in WWE. It took us 25 years to get Sting, and it was just such a letdown. Not against Sting,
No.
but against
They
how WWE did him.
Yeah, they didn't use him appropriately. Well, to be fair,
Yes,
he got injured. He got injured.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
And
that.
it was with Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
and
he took a
Sting.
buckle bomb. Yeah.
But the good thing about Sting is Sting owned it and said, listen, I wasn't in the right place. It wasn't Seth Rollins' fault. I didn't take the bump correctly. He didn't pull a Bret Hart and blame everybody else.
But
So one thing you got to give Sting is anytime anything's happened, Sting will always own up to if it was his fault and if he did it wrong. And he did. He's like, nobody should be mad at Seth Rollins. It wasn't Seth Rollins' fault. I didn't take the bump correctly.
And Robert, you're not the only one that thinks that. Everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks that. The only person that doesn't think that is Tony Khan.
Yeah.
So.
You know the problem is it's like we talked about is if you put 12 belts on her, you have devalued every single one of those belts. Okay, maybe 10 years ago she was top tier for the league that was out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong, but you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. If she came to WWE right now, there's not a girl on the roster that couldn't smoke her, that could not just beat her down and make her look stupid.
Nope, not one bit.
So, but this is the girl that's going to have 12 titles.
You know, if you would have said this to me before Naomi and Monet walked out of WWE,
right,
and said that Monet's going to be what she is now for AEW,
right,
in WWE, I would have been there for it. What they're trying to do is they lost Jade, WWE got Jade, and now they're trying to build this big factor. Watch what happens in the next year or two. Give me a 2-year Jade run where no one can beat her. Let her beat Osaka's longest streak. You know, really push the female version in WWE and watch what happens because AEW doesn't hold a candle. The only thing that AEW has is Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Darby Allin.
Right.
Great.
Well, the thing about, and it's interesting you say about Jade is she could, like I said, she could be the female version of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is not a good guy or bad guy. When he comes out and beats people up, no matter if they're a baby face or a heel, everybody digs it.
Yeah.
I think they could do the same thing with Jade. Just let her wreck people. Let her do it. But you haven't had that. You have not had a female version of Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. Let her run over everybody. Let her do it. Let her be the bad guy or the kind of, we don't know if she's bad, don't know if she's good. She just does what she wants. And I think that would be a huge draw. And it's way better than trying to make her like this good girl, you know? So, yeah. But enough of Jade. I digress. No more Jade. Well, guys, it is time for future wrestling predictions.
My future, and I said it earlier, Cody Rhodes is going to come out saying he's the one that hurt Jacob Fatu. And then I also think the Penta Miro Dom Mysterio is going to be a banger.
Right.
That's all I got this week. I mean, there's really not much I'm seeing coming up. So.
Right.
Well,
Jay?
Of course, I got to give you guys a point. So I want to say that the Survivor Series War Games, MFT versus Wyatt 6, that's going to be the banger that steals the show
Yeah.
because they're keeping such a lock and key on Bo Dallas. Is he injured? Is he not? He hasn't been around. I think there's going to be a big, if not by this Friday's SmackDown, which is Halloween, some kind of reveal. Obviously, hopefully they do something.
Right.
I'm with Dino as well. I really hope they do something with the vision as far as Brock Lesnar. Unfortunately, I do see that John Cena's final opponent is going to be Gunther. They kind of hinted towards someone with, just by their boots of someone returning.
But
And the only one
I was going to say it could also have been Chris Jericho too.
Well, I'm not here for that. So
wait a minute. So I think there's 3 that's possible: Gunter, Jericho, or Edge.
You know what?
Listen.
If it happens, if they bring Edge back for all the it's possible matches, my jaw will drop. I will cry like a 10-year-old and be here for it. But I think we're going to be let down with that. I think it's just, just like all the predictions that we do, all the predictions that the wrestling world does,
Right.
I think that's just a very good shooting star of the Atlas 31 heading towards Earth. It's not going to happen.
The problem with Gunter, I think, is this: Gunter just wrecked Goldberg. He doesn't need to beat John Cena. Okay, he doesn't need that. It does him no good. He already beat Goldberg. Okay, Chris Jericho, I'm sorry, it'd be lame. I don't really care about Jericho. I don't think he's got it anymore. I think somehow they're going to get Edge to do it because honestly, one match, him showing up in WWE is going to make more money off that one match than he'll make a whole year in AEW.
If it happens, then, sure, let them
Right.
break the 1-year clause for Andrade. But
Sure.
rumor is WWE still wants Andrade. They just want him to actually show up for his matches.
Right. Well, my prediction is Saturday night, whoever wins the match between Jay and CM Punk, they're going to get taken to F5 in Suplex City. Okay. Jade's going to win the belt. I don't know when she's going to be wrestling Tiff for it, but she's going to win it. She's going to start her streak. And hopefully we finally figure out where Brock Lesnar fits in with everything. Because they can't just keep paying this guy to sit on the sidelines.
Sure.
That makes no sense to keep a guy like him on the sidelines. He's going to be in there. And I think Cody is going to turn heel at Saturday night's main event.
Sasquatch, I got a little bit of homework for you.
Yes, sir.
Can you find out how much they pay Brock Lesnar to sit on the bench?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think he just signed, I believe he just signed. Was it a 1-year contract?
Yeah.
He just signed a 1 year. And that doesn't, I believe his is set up to where it's not based upon appearances.
No.
It's 1 year, you're paying me this much, and that's it. So they better stop with this long storytelling with him and get him out in there because they're wasting money. Get him out there.
Okay. So what if we get Cody Rhodes heel and then we get Brock Lesnar saying, F you, Cody?
Well, I'm here for that. You want to know why? Because Cody should have never won in the first place.
Exactly.
Should have never won in the first place.
Exactly.
Yep. And if you see Brock Lesnar beat up heel Cody, nobody's going to be mad.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get that information to you next week, Jay, because there's too much to go through right now.
Yeah, definitely message me about that. But we keep predicting about Brock, and we want Brock to beat up all the people that we can't stand. Paul Logan, Logan Paul, whatever the fuck his name is.
Is it
But
really though? Is it really worth Brock's time to beat up Paul Logan though?
No,
I mean,
absolutely not.
it's not worth it. You know,
his name is now Paul Logan.
whatever his name is, Logan Paul or whatever he is.
Paul Logan.
Let's just call him Mister Prime, the drink that sucks.
True story. But
So,
yeah, what about you, Sasquatch? What are your predictions?
Like I said earlier, I don't have much. It was just it was the Cody turning on the Cody turning on Fatu. I don't really have much for predictions this week because I don't see much happening in the upcoming weeks. So.
I do
you-
see something coming though, with your girl, because she is actually going to be in a match
Yep.
against
Charlotte, right?
no, not Charlotte,
Alexa.
Alexa.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to have that.
Sorry.
Something's going to happen. There's going to be some sort of stuff going on between all three of them.
Yeah,
You know?
they're setting up where Naya's putting thoughts into Charlotte's head about
Right.
Alexa backstabbing her.
Right.
So,
Right. So wouldn't that be crazy if it's all said and done that Nia and Charlotte actually end up tagging together?
Yeah,
I'm tired of the giant and the mini me. Like they did it with Braun and Ricochet, which did go over. But if they flip it and do it with Nia and Alexa, and you see Nia pick up Alexa and throw her on people, I'm not here for that.
Yeah.
No, but could you imagine if Nia and Charlotte got together?
Yes and no. I like it, it's just it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Like just between there's just something about that chemistry. It just wouldn't.
It doesn't have to work for long. It just has to work for a few.
This gives me a great idea. What if whoever wins between Punk and Jay, Braun and Bronson will come out and attack both Punk and Jay. Robert Allen, shout out. But what if Punk or Jay join the Vision? What if Jay finally gets his own bloodline?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so.
That's my prediction.
But when you have somebody that I can see it, but I don't think in reality it would actually happen.
I don't think that in reality would happen, but you also got to think though, CM Punk is a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, I get that.
Left field is Paul Heyman does always wrap himself around people that are going up. You didn't think that Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman were going to connect. They did.
But there's one problem with that. So the problem is, now what do you do with Brock Lesnar? Because he ain't going to join the Vision if CM Punk. You got to remember, he is top alpha male. If he's going to be part of, he's got to be top. He's not going to join that with CM Punk or Jay as the champion. He's got to go out there. He's going to do, he's going to go out there, annihilate one of them, look at Braun, both the Brauns, and be like, this is how you do this.
Yeah.
And he's going to wreck people.
So real quick, Sasquatch Sundays is brought to you by, today I got in Elegant Sasquatch new money.
El Presidente.
I got a new one dropping this Friday. This Saturday, next Saturday, the 1st. It's called Held to the King, baby. It's my take on what the Evil Dead's Army of Darkness would smell like.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's gasoline, it's gunpowder, it's leather, it's amber, it's dark amber,
I already got to say that just sounds like it's Tactical Santa approved right off the bat. I haven't even smelled it.
I do have to say it is very gasoline approved. Like you have a chainsaw attached to your hand,
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Hey, wow, that was a really great smile there, bud. Appreciate it.
I'm definitely scared of chainsaws.
Yeah.
So,
but if you see the movie, you would understand why.
I get it.
Yeah.
You ready? What do we got here? Some El Presidente? That's what we got over here? Dirty Spray J?
I'm working on it.
There we go. So that's one. I got one for the night.
Yeah. Okay, that's one.
That's one.
And Jay was at 3, so it's fine.
3?
You were at 3.
You're at 3.
You know, I mentioned them earlier in the day. You were at 3.
Right. Well, fellas, don't forget everybody to go check out Top 10 Baker. He's got What's the Crack coming on in like 18 minutes.
Yep.
Definitely go out and check him out. We had some awesome people in the show tonight. We had Melissa from Copper Johns, which I do have, I think, that thing that you made. I got to put it up here next week. Her wrestling character. I think
we do have a Melissa character.
Yes. So we got to post that up for her. We had Bobby Mullins from Mystery Mountain.
Awesome.
We had True North Chris in here. We had Coffee with Brewer from the True Bearded Respect. So, guys, make sure you tune in to What's the Crack. And for everybody that watched us, man, nothing but love. We appreciate you guys. We know this show's kind of out there from the bearded world, but all the bearded guys come in here from the bearded world and show us support. So, fellas, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot our top 5 list of scariest wrestlers.
I'm just. You want to wait till next week?
We'll wait till next week.
Okay. Right.
It's kind of fitting. It'll be right after Halloween, and we can do that. But
it's fine.
We got to do that next week. But anyway, guys, as always, I love doing this show with my brothers. Thank you for everybody coming here to support. And do not forget, go check out, if you have not checked out Elegant Sasquatch, what are you waiting for? Buy some product. He makes some stellar stuff. But anyway, fellas, thank you very much. I will do my best, Santa Tom. Just remember, everybody, the world could use a little bit more kindness, so be kind to one another, and always keep Christmas in your heart. For the 3 of us, thank you, and we will see you next time.